Enemies to lovers. It's one of the most beloved tropes ever, and for good reason. But not every story does it well. Let's talk about when this trope works and when it really doesn't. I'll be giving you 2 examples of movies specifically that have used this trope. I'll be giving a good example of a movie that did it well, and another example of a movie that didn't really do it well. Let's start with the bad example first. The action movies, which, have been very popular and based on a fan fiction written on Wattpad. And as a girly who grew up reading Wattpad, I'm pretty sure that teen me would have been obsessed with the story. But now that I've grown up, I have to say that it's not really a good enemies to lovers that is done well, because it's just giving toxic, it's just giving childish, and it's giving also overdone high school enemies to lovers. Obviously, it feels immature because the characters are immature, I'll say that, but it also feels very rushed. There's no real emotional development. Just arguing for the sake of it suddenly turns into a romance. Where's the tension? Where's the growth? These are very important elements, in my opinion, in enemies to lovers. An example that I will be giving you of a movie that did it very, very well, it would be How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That movie is just a masterpiece. Obviously, everyone loves that beautiful yellow dress that she wears, but other than the fashion choices, it was such a great story of enemies to lovers because they're both working against each other, but both don't know that they're doing that, which makes it so funny. That's another missed element of enemies to lovers, that there is humor in it. People think that it's just only in the banter that the humor is when it comes to enemies to lovers, but generally as a trope in its entirety, it is kind of very humorous and very funny. A lot of books now and a lot of movies use the banter in order to have like tension build up, but I feel like it's also where a lot of the humor should be in the story, and I feel like this movie did it really, really well. But as the 2 main characters obviously spend time together in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, the layers peel back. They begin to understand each other for real and know who they are beneath all those exaggerated behaviors that they're doing in order to aggravate each other. It's romantic, it's funny, and you root for them because the romance feels earned rather than just something that, just switches up. True enemies to lovers isn't about 2 people bickering. There's tension, there's chemistry, and there's a shift. It's not just angst, it's clever, it's fun, and most importantly, it is emotional. Let me know which enemies to lovers stories or movies you think nailed it, and which ones absolutely didn't.